Yo, let me show you how I draw eyes, okay? So recently I did a challenge that for a week I was drawing only eyes, and this is basically how I ended up, okay? So at this point, okay? And yeah, I just want to show you, my simple process of drawing those eyes. And yeah, I think you will learn a lot. I've been drawing for like a year and a half now. I've made some progress, and I'm just sharing, my journey with you and all the stuff that helped me, so can also help you. It's not really a rocket science, okay? Basically what we need to know, we need to know a shape of an eye. So there is two ways to actually draw a shape of an eye. So first is you use three straight lines to draw an upper lid, okay? And two for a lower lid, okay? And here you have a simple shape of an eye. Now there's the other way, which is, only two, and it's basically something like that, okay? So it also looks like an eye. And, it depends on the character that you're drawing, and it depends on your style and stuff. And yeah, that's basic shape, okay? And you need like two of these. And here you have simple eyes. But yeah, there's a couple of things to remember, okay? So the first and probably the most important stuff is that to keep one eye distance between, the eyes, okay? So in that way it won't look like, Sid from Ice Age or some, I don't know who would look like that. But yeah, like good rule of thumb is just keep one eye, between those eyes, okay? That's basic proportions. And also another tip, okay, to don't mess up the second eye, because sometimes you may be drawing, okay, you do the eyelashes and stuff, okay, and you have a finished eye, and then you look at the other eye, and it's it's this. So one tip for you is to draw the two eyes at the same time. So maybe you do here one stroke, then you go immediately the other one, okay, one, something like that, and you just go and work, between those eyes. So you do one thing here, you go and do that same thing here. So other stuff to remember is the angle of an eye. So okay, let's actually take the same eye, okay, copy that, and the same eye might be like that, but can have like a more steep angle, okay. We can go even further, okay, we can do something like that, okay, and with that you can make, okay, the higher it is, the angrier your character will look. And also we can go lower, and it will, the character in this, like basically you have those 2 points, one here, and sometimes they're at the same level, sometimes one is higher than the other, and sometimes one is lower than the other. And if the the other one, okay, from the sides will be higher, your character will look angrier. This character will look like have more energy, okay. And obviously with the one below, the first one will look like sleepy, tired, and whatever. So that's the, I guess, like the most important stuff in the beginning. So now let's actually jump to the drawing of an eye. But basically what I do is I start with a straight line, okay, then I'll just try, this line is wobbly, try and do the shape of one eye, okay, first, something like that. And for me, I like actually doing, and I realized that in the challenge quickly, that I like to use three straights, I mean, okay, and two for the lower one. Okay, so basically like we're left with a simple shape for our eye. And actually maybe I can take this a little bit lower, maybe this a little bit higher, and put it. Obviously we can have fun with the shape, but basically like the main stuff is those three planes, straights here, okay. And now what we can do is add the stuff that goes on top of our eyes, okay. And it doesn't have to be like perfect. Okay, basically it's just like a layer for that. And yeah, so now let's put an iris. Okay, something like that, maybe. Okay, and let's actually copy that. Obviously, it's just a tutorial. So remember about the one eye between them. Okay, yeah, that might be decent. Okay, so let's also add a pupil to both of these. And yeah, it can be something like that, maybe a little bit higher. And we have a basic, basic stuff. So now what I like to do is first let's merge that, okay, to make this a solid layer. Erase the middle part, we don't need that anymore, is it? To be honest, there is a little bit, okay, something like that. Okay, and I see now that the shape is pretty high. Okay. So now what I do is I often add eyelashes, and basically I just go, with these line, and I just, do like a pretty fast motions here, like, I don't know, like make some eyelashes. Maybe it's even too dark. So let's actually do that. Okay. And yeah, I just go through that and try to make some lashes. And like one tip also is don't do every single eyelash, it won't be looking very nice. Okay, what I actually recommend is actually making this big shape, okay, for eyelashes, and actually copy that also here. Okay. And actually what I also like is actually going here into the eye and something, also like flip the canvas. Now I can spot that the eye is a little bit wonky. So now we have our base for our eyelashes, and then what I do, actually I just do almost a little bit darker and go, and now I make a couple of lashes like that. And another tip is imagine I guess a middle of an eye and arrows shooting in every direction. And what it does to you is basically it gives you, you can think of the direction that the eyelashes will go. They won't go like here, 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 okay? They will go from here to boom, okay? From here, from the middle, here to boom, okay? And try to group them, okay? Don't do like one single eyelashes, just make like a couple of them, okay? And remember about, the hook, because it basically goes from, upper lid, I guess a little bit below that. So, you have this hook, something like that, okay? And we don't have to do much of these, okay? So basically, boom. Basically here, boom. Boom. Okay. Actually, maybe something like that. Boom. And maybe here. Less is more. Don't overdo it. I think that one might be a little bit overkill. Boom. So let's just erase that a little bit. Boom, boom. Whatever. Okay. Obviously, then we go and do the same stuff to the other eye, but I won't do that. I will actually go and now work on the eye. So then what I do is actually we can add some eyebrows. Obviously, if you would, draw for yourself, you wouldn't do that. But I'm just trying to clear the step that I know. Let's just make it quickly. I see that something, I think the measurements aren't right. So let's take the eye. Oh, they're right. So we can fix it. But I guess I can go and take the eyebrows and go a little bit back above arcs. Actually, like this part here would be above that part. That would be awesome. Okay, boom. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Now we can merge those two, okay, something like that. And yeah, now let's just do some lids, okay, those skins flaps, okay, bing bong. We don't have to do the other one. So now what I do is, you know, at this point I just add a little bit of shading to like show the form. So basically I go here, okay, like that, and that's it. That's how I do that. Also, like, we can do a little bit, we can add a little bit of shadow in the eye, just like that. And yeah, and if you want my brushes, they're free in Patreon, so you can go and check them. Okay, and yeah, now make the other iris a little bit darker, and then we go to my favorite part, which is going to take a lasso tool. Okay, go here, and we do the iris. So let's think about the side in which the light will shine. So let's say the light will shine from this. So it will go like that, okay? So basically we'll make this part here darker, okay? And this here lighter. Because, you know, the eye, the iris is like a ball. Okay? Let's sketch it real quick. So basically it's like a ball, something like that, okay? And above that we have our, I don't know, like a, I don't know what it's called, but basically it's like the translucent, transparent thing in our eye, okay? So basically, like, here we have our pupil, the black dot here, okay? And here we have our walls, because it's like a bowl, okay? And if the light goes here, okay, then here, so in that example here, we have our light, okay? So that's why this part is lighter, and here will be our highlight on top of that bubble. In this example, it will be right here. Okay, so, you know, it looks pretty cool. And also, another tip, use hard round brushes. Okay, hard brushes for the highlights. Also, let's add some ambient occlusion and the corners of our eyes, okay, to show more depth, something like that, and go and actually do something like that. So let's add some ambient occlusion here. Now go and fix our highlights like that, and yeah, good. Now for the iris, we can go and take, I guess, this brush and just scribble something like that here. Okay, it looks alright. Okay, maybe a little bit erase that. Okay, whatever, pretty good. Now let's make the pupil a little bit darker. Okay, here, this here. Okay, and now let's go with another round brush, I mean airbrush. And what I do is I add some more ambient occlusion. So for example here, okay, here, then go in the lower lid, boom, add some here. And also what we can do is basically we can go here. So now also let's actually, you know, add a little bit of merge. Okay, maybe here. I go now with erase tool. Okay, maybe even here. Okay. Take the brush. Okay, and go, I guess, even with something darker. So yeah, let's do those lashes. Something like that. Let's go to the lower ones. Okay, and it looks decent. Add some more deep ambient occlusions here. Okay, boom, boom, and like that. Maybe this will actually, here will be something like that. Boom, erase that. All right, and okay, let's now go and add some here. Add a little bit of, you know, shadow here, because it's a ball still. Okay. And actually we can do and put a little bit more shadow here. Okay, so now we can go and add another highlight, and let's say it will be here, because, you know, the light goes that way. And maybe actually it's a little bit like that. And also, like, you know, because the light, you know, goes like this, okay, this part here will get some light, and you know, the water in your eye will actually reflect some light and will make highlights. So like here, something like that. Also, I like adding those white lines. Okay, boom, boom, and yeah, something like that. Okay, pretty good, pretty simple for an eye. Okay, and go and refine some, you know, some parts. Okay, whatever, maybe make here a little bit darker and stuff. And yeah, we can also like now go and take that, obviously, oh, flip it, put it here, match it, okay, boom, like that, and erase that, boom, boom, and now obviously like that. So, you know, because the light goes here, we also match the same stuff here, and here it goes. So this is a really simple way of drawing eyes. Okay, yeah, so this is the way I draw eyes. Okay, it's very pretty similar like this. And yeah, so now again, if you want my brushes, okay, they're free on my Patreon. You can go and join that. Also, there is, you know, you can join a tier where you get a monthly tutorial. Okay, so in the next month you will get a tutorial. I mean, so this month you get a tutorial, and well, I'll do that. And also there's a, you know, a tier where you get my coaching one-on-one, but there's only three slots. But yeah, so if you enjoyed now this video and you want more, okay, you can go and follow my socials. You can go and subscribe to my channel, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So now go and draw eyes, okay, go create something, and you know, bye to the next. Yo.